The secret to happiness is freedom. And when you can see the reactions of these animals being freed for the very first time, you can see how closely these two things are linked. Wait for it. You're about to see a lot of animals tasting the sweet air of freedom. Clearly very happy to feel the grass and dirt beneath his feet once more. A pair of Mexican wolves being shown the road back to where they always should have been. There was no way out for this beaver until these guys from the Yukon Department of Environment showed up. He's not entirely sure why she and the camera crew aren't going with him, but in the end, he just accepts it. I'm not body shaming or anything, but this is one seriously big turtle. He was found with a fishing hook stuck in his beak and a line wrapped around his wing. But now, that horrible experience is all in the past. He spent 10 years inside a cramped cage, so this experience was long overdue. Watching these parrots go free may just make you green with envy. But which is the boy and which is the girl? Is there any way of knowing? After a successful rescue, these leopards are now experiencing an equally successful release. Sadly, these 7 beagles spent their lives as test subjects in a laboratory. Thank God for the good people at the Beagle Freedom Project. After years of captivity, dolphins Tom and Misha are finally heading back to their deep blue home. He was rescued from a Romanian zoo, and here he is about to spend the rest of his life in a South African lion sanctuary. These hens have not only been rescued, they're also seeing snow for the very first time. This bear was injured in a forest fire, but he clearly can't wait to get back to his natural surroundings. He was not only lucky enough to be rescued, he was given a brand new foot. After a 6-hour journey, it was time for him to slowly become acquainted with his natural habitat again. A young orphaned lynx, rehabilitated and set back on the road to a normal life. In January 2015, the ban of wild animals in circuses came into effect in Bulgaria, and this was the last tiger to be released. Is he shocked, scared, or just really happy to be back where he belongs? hats off to the Nevada Department of Wildlife, who released these historic bighorn sheep.
So another one of our native species have been brought back, and that's great. That's tremendous.
Sinbad the lion arriving at the Born Free Sanctuary, his new home. After years in a small enclosure, this poor porker is seeing grass for the very first time. Two black bear cubs, clearly just as pleased to be released as the people who are releasing them. 31 years in chains, and this was the moment they were taken off. A Florida panther, not wasting a microsecond before sprinting back into the wild. These 5 raccoons had been given round-the-clock care since they were babies, but now they're old enough to be back in their rightful place. This capuchin monkey came into the animal welfare clinic after a fight with another capuchin, but now he's ready to fight another day. He hears of Wolverine being released, presumably on the way to join his fellow X-Men. An unhappy ocelot, who suddenly realizes that today is a very good day. It's like she's looking right into our souls. She's the 7th Eimer tiger to be released from the Center for Rehabilitation and Reintroduction of Tigers and Other Rare Animals, and you certainly wouldn't want to get in her way. A rehabilitated bald eagle gets reintroduced to the wilds of Alaska. Ospreys are notoriously challenging to rehabilitate due to their high stress levels and care. But that didn't stop the San Diego Humane Society. After being caught in a fishing net and following 4 months of rehabilitation, Lechuga the green sea turtle is back where she belongs. After a few weeks of constant care, these sick pine martens were healthy enough to, well, to do this. This great horned owl was found tangled in a barbed wire fence, but things are very different now. The legendary Jane Goodall observing the release of a chimp into its new home, New Island Sanctuary Site.
The warmth of her embrace is something I shall never forget.
16 of these bear cubs were orphaned, but here are 2 of them, Misha and Misha, finally being returned to the wild. A Florida panther going free in Florida. And now here's one marbled murrelet. But you knew that, right? Everyone knows a murrelet when they see one. They fell out of their nest, but they fell on their feet with the San Diego Humane Society. What better place to release a mountain goat than a mountain? After heading into a suburban area, these bears were shown the correct road home. only 2% of the African penguin population remain in the wild. But here are a few more to add to that number. He's taking his time, but this elephant seal is finally heading back to his deep blue home. This Siberian tiger was discovered on the outskirts of a Russian city. Luckily, they were able to get him back to where he belongs. This poor little guy got himself a concussion after colliding with a window. But look at him go now. You may have never seen a giraffe run like this. And even if you have, it probably wasn't this joyful. Another bald eagle making its way back into a clear blue USA sky. Yes, some of our animal release videos are a lot more terrifying than others. This leopard got stuck inside a home after chasing a dog, but India's National Animal Rescue Service were soon on the case. This little family were captured trying to access garbage in a nearby town, but just like a garbage man, the Yukon Department of Environment were there to collect them. You don't often get to see wild horses these days, which is a shame. I mean, look how majestic they are. As you can see, these two foxes have two very different personalities. A warbler finally being allowed to go full warbler again. A genet who clearly can't wait to get back home. He's had a long rehabilitation, and now he has to remember how to do eagle things again. This Chusinga was found in a housing estate, and clearly needed some help finding his own home again. What's in the box? You'll never guess. That's right, vultures! This serval has been served well by the people who rescued it, but now it's time to go. If you're releasing an alligator, you'd better make sure things are well secured beforehand. This company rescues, rehabilitates, and releases Arabian wildcats, and they don't even say thank you. Well, I think they're happy to be released. Anybody see where they went?
There you go!
He'll be monitored for a while after release. I mean, what else would you do with a monitor lizard? After arriving at the animal rescue emaciated and suffering, these campfire foxes are back to full health. A camera and a big metal tube. Just the bare necessities for a bear release. The cameraman has the right idea when it comes to choice of location. Hang on, they're releasing an air circulator back into the wild? Oh, right. If anything needs a good sturdy crate, it's a crate full of hippos. He spent 2 years living in a building in a city, and this is the first time he's seen a field full of grass since those dark days. I've never seen owls disappearing down a pipe before. Italian plumbers? Sure, but owls? Never. Another black bear heading towards a life that's significantly less dark. We're all used to seeing videos of hyenas in the wild, but sometimes they need rescuing, rehabilitating, and releasing back into the wild again. A herd of bison are introduced to their new home on the Allegheny Territory. Lucky is a sea turtle who was confiscated from the illegal trade, and today was her lucky day, release day. You're about to see a lot of animals being released. Thousands of them, in fact. Ladybugs count as animals, right? A bit of a before and after video for all you penguin fans out there. There's nothing more heartwarming than seeing animals rescued from a lab. Except, of course, that moment when they eventually go free. Yeah, if I was releasing a Siberian tiger, then I'd probably want to be hiding in a tank too. Did you know that porcupines could climb trees? Well, you do now. Injured and rehabilitated pelicans finally back in their element. A bobcat being given a taste of freedom, and he's not entirely sure what to do with it. Just a single, lonesome, thick-billed parrot being encouraged to spread his wings and leave his previous life behind. A hog deer being released back into its natural habitat after being found by villagers. A wild bird rehab center releasing a couple of flamingos. And just look at these flamingos go! You're free not to click subscribe, of course, but you're also free to click subscribe, but you know which one to choose if you want to make us as happy as the animals in this video.